Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasa Tato Jayamudiraye. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 15, text number 20. Yat sankulam haripradanti matra drishtaye Vaiduryamarkat hemamayer vimani Yesham dhritakatitatah smita shobhi mukya Krishna Mananaraj Adhur Utsamayatyaha. The inhabitants of Vaikuntha travel in their airplanes made up of lapis lazuli, emerald, and gold. Although crowded by the concerts, who have large hips and beautiful smiling faces, they cannot be stimulated to passion by their mirth and beautiful charm. Purport. In the material world, opulences are achieved by materialistic persons by dint of their labor. One cannot enjoy material prosperity unless he works very hard to achieve it. But the devotees of the Lord, who are residents of Vaikuntha, have the opportunity to enjoy a transcendental situation of jewels and emeralds. Ornaments made up of gold, bedecked with the jewels, are achieved not by working hard, but by the benediction of the Lord. In other words, devotees in the Vaikuntha world, or even in this material world, cannot be poverty stricken, as is sometimes supposed. They have ample opulences for enjoyment, but they need not labor to achieve them. It is also stated that in the Vaikuntha world, the concerts of the residents are many, many times more beautiful than we can find in this material world. Even in the higher planets, it is specifically mentioned here that a woman's large hips are very attractive and they stimulate man's passion. But the wonderful feature of Vaikuntha is that although the women have a large hips and beautiful faces and are decorated with the ornament of emeralds and jewels, the men are so absorbed in Krishna consciousness that the beautiful bodies of the women cannot attract them. In other words, there is enjoyment of association of the opposite sex, but there is no sexual relationship. The residents of Vaikuntha have a better standard of pleasure, so there is no need of sex pleasure. The inhabitants of Vaikuntha travel in their airplanes and made up of lapis lazuli, emerald, and gold, although crowded by their consorts, who have large hips and beautiful smiling faces. They cannot be stimulated to passion by their mirth and beautiful charm. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवाञ्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं नमा ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्यति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So here the opulence of Vaikuntha planet has explained. People basically work so hard in this material world to achieve the material enjoyment. They work day and night to achieve all that material facilities and comforts in their life. But if you see that in the devotee's life, they are not hankering for all these things. But these things are readily available for them by the mercy of their Lordship. As it is said, that "Magi त्यासी लावे भिजेसी न मागे त्याची रमा होएगा." The person who really try hard to get the material opulences in his life, he has to beg and he has to work hard to get that. But the person, like a devotee who does not have an interest in that, it is easily available for them. They don't have to waste or labor to achieve all that things. And especially, as explained in this verse, they never get agitated with the opposite sex or the beauty of opposite sex. As explained in Bhagavad Gita, that rasovarjam rasopyasya parama drashtvani vartate. Because they have the wonderful association of the most attractive personality of a Godhead. So they don't have any attraction for other sense gratification. As in previous, that devotee they does not for the material. The next verse is explained again the beauty of women in the Vayanti Charanarvindam Leelambujena Harisadmani Muktadosha Samallaksheta Spadikakkodyaupetahimni Tamam Rajatva Yada Anugraha Anyayatnaha. The ladies in the Vaikuntha planets are as beautiful as the goddess of fortune herself. Such a transcendently beautiful ladies, their hands playing with the lotuses and their legs, bangles trickling are sometimes seen sweeping the marble walls, which are bedecked at intervals with the golden borders in order to receive the grace of the Supreme Personality of the God. As explained in Brahma Samhita, it is stated that the Supreme Lord Govinda is always served in his abode by the many, many millions of goddess of fortune. Lakshmi Sahasra Shatasamrava Sevyamanam. These millions and trillions of goddesses of fortune who resides in the Vaikuntha planets are not exactly consorts of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, but are the wives of the devotees of the Lord and are also engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. It is stated here that in the Vaikuntha planets, the houses are made up of marble. Similarly, in Brahma Samhita, it is stated that the ground on the Vaikuntha planet is made up of touchstone. Thus, there is no need to sweep the stone in Vaikuntha, for there is hardly any dust on it. But still, in order to satisfy the Lord, the ladies there always engage in dusting the marble walls. Why? The reason is that they are eager to achieve the grace of the Lord by doing so. It is also stated here that in the Vaikuntha planets, the goddess of fortune are faultless. Generally, the goddess of fortune does not remain steadily in one place. Her name is Chanchala, which means one who is not steady. We find therefore that a man who is very rich may become a poorest of the poor. Another example is Ravana. Ravana took away Lakshmi, Sita ji, to his kingdom. And instead of being happy by the grace of Lakshmi, his family and his kingdom were vanquished. Thus, Lakshmi in the house of Ravana is a chanchala or unsteady. Men of Ravana's class want Lakshmi only, without her husband, Narayana. Therefore, they become unsteady due to Lakshmi. Materialistic persons find fault on the part of Lakshmi, but in Vaikuntha, Lakshmi is fixed in the service of the Lord. In spite of her being the goddess of fortune, she cannot be happy without the grace of the Lord. Even the goddess of fortune needs Lord's grace in order to be happy. Yet, in the material world, even Brahma, the highest created being, seeks the favor of Lakshmi for happiness. In this world, how even the most beautiful ladies in Vaikuntha planets who are decorated with such a opulent ornaments, even they take a sweep in their hand and they try to clean. What is their desire for that? They desire the grace of the Lord. And Prabhupada clearly says, even in the Lakshmi, she needs a grace of the Lord to be happy in her life. Then what to speak of us? Generally, people in this world who are materially motivated has a strong desire to earn money. And for that reason, they run from pillar to post. They do severe austerities, anushtanas, vratas to get the grace of Mother Lakshmi. But she blessed them. But that blessing is also a temporary because she resides in her form as a chanchala in their house. But one particular characteristic of Mother Lakshmi, who resides in Vaikuntha has explained here is Hira. One of the name of Mother Lakshmi is Chanchala, and as explained by Shani Dev in his prayers to Lord Narasimha, he says, Chanchalaya, Chanchalataha Lakshmi Padaya Anyasthiraha. Lakshmi, who is Chanchala in this material world, or goddess of a fortune, she is a faultless in the spiritual world. What is her fault in this material world? That she is a Chanchala. She stays steady at the feet of Lord Narayana in the Vaikuntha planet. Then Draupadi gave example of Ravana, who wanted to enjoy Mother Sita, and that's why he abducted her, kidnapped her, and he took her to Lanka. And Sita ji none other than the Lakshmi. And Lakshmi ji, wherever she goes, by her grace, wherever she presents, that place becomes the most opulent and everywhere there is a happiness. But here, totally topsy-turvy happened in Lanka. When Ravana, he took Mother Sita to Lanka, rather than becoming happy, day by day his family got destroyed. Rather than happiness, he started getting the lamentation. Because his intention to take Mother Sita to a place to enjoy her rather than to serve. And materialistic persons find fault on the part of the Lakshmi. But in Vaikuntha, Lakshmi is fixed in the service of the Lord. And in spite of her being a goddess of fortune, she cannot be happy without the grace of the Lord. So it proves that even the goddess of a fortune Lord's grace in order to be happy. And here it is said, even the greatest living entity in this world is Brahmaji. Even he seeks grace of Mother Lakshmi to get material happiness. So if you worship Lord Narayana, definitely Mother Lakshmi is going to stay with you because she is being a chaste woman. She can't live without Narayana. But most of the people, they just worship Lakshmi, not Narayana. They don't care about Lord Narayana. But as explained here in the previous verse, Prabhupada says this most enchanting ornaments bedecked with the costliest stones in gold, they never obtain by working so hard. But Prabhupada says there, by the grace of God, you can get all this. So if you get the grace of the Lordship or Lord's mercy, then you can attain anything in this material and spiritual world. Both. So after reading all this description, we can understand the characteristic of a people who stays in Vaikuntha planet, how they are detached from all the attachments of this material world. In the next verse, again there's a description about how These devotees they decorate the beautiful body of the Lord. Vapishu viduram तटास्वमलामृताप्सु प्रेष्यान्वितानि जवने तुलसीभिर्ईशा अभ्यर्रेति स्वलङ्गम् उन्नसम् इक्षवक्त्रम् उच्छेष्टितं भगवते amattangayachiraha. The goddess of fortune worshipped the Lord in their own gardens by offering tulasi leaves. While offering worship to the Lord, they can see on the water the reflection of their beautiful faces with raised noses, and it appears that they have become more beautiful because of the Lord's kissing their faces. Purpose. Generally, when a woman is kissed by her husband, her face becomes more beautiful. In Vaikuntha also, although the goddess of fortune is naturally as beautiful as can be imagined, she nevertheless awaits the kissing of the Lord to make her face more beautiful. The beautiful face of goddess of fortune appears in the ponds of the transcendental crystal water when she worships the Lord with a tulasi in her garden. So here we can see even goddess of fortune, she worships their lordship with the tulasi leaf, which has planted in her own garden. So you can understand the glory of Tulasi Maharani. Even though Mother Lakshmi, she always stay at the lotus feet of the Lord. But Lord's lotus feet are adored by offering tulasi leaves at her feet, at his feet. And here Mother Lakshmi, she is offering tulasis for the pleasure of their Lord. Hare Krishna. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki